Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals at Zero Hour to make the best game ever. Good, so this one, I think, nothing to do here. We also still wait on this one here. Yeah. And this one, we were so wait, yeah. Greptile is happy. Direct 1-to-1, all kinds are correctly updated. Okay. Then let's go to author. Let's do author Mauler. Okay, so that's the next unify. Yeah. Contains multiple instances of if continue written in a single line, which prevents placing precise debugger breakpoints on either the condition or the action. Well, this is copied from the other game. Oof, it's a big change. Unify Pathfinder. Yeah. Pathfinder. Okay, generals in 0 hour. AI debug zones. Okay. Okay. Get next zone. Okay, blah blah. Okay. Retake compatible pathfinding. If not RTS generals or not retake compatible pathfinding. If not. Maybe write this as not RTS generals and it's easier to understand. There's that if the message. Okay. Max zone. Okay. Okay. Else and if. Okay. Test channels. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. Okay, makes sense. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, this looks good to me. Ja, eine Schleißzone. Mm-hmm. Okay. Add icon 200. Okay. This is no logic change. IJ, debug zones. Okay, this is just debug, so that's fine. As for functions for debug, right? No. No. Oh well, it's all. Ah, it's all from 0 hour. Okay. Let's see. I see. Okay, so I think you can remove this comment here. Delete. This block is 20%. Crash. Okay. Okay. Are there more than one commits? Oh, there are. Markdown's dirty. Okay. Private. Okay. Looks okay. Was this tested in generals? Causes no new mismatches. I think we can put in a proof. Okay, what's next? Author Tin Hamans. He spammed a bunch of changes in recent days. Select object. Your gunship is locally controlled. Needs to be replicated to generals. Locally controlled. Needs to be replicated to generals. Logic for refunding player resources when canceling unit production. What is this? Resource 133. China Red Guard can be built for free when construction is cancelled in the last moment. Okay, let's see that YouTube video. If you cancel the training of a Red Guard exactly when one Red Guard already popped out, you will get your 300 back, but still have a Red Guard for free. I didn't even know that there's a delay. How long is that delay? Ah. Okay. Okay, so you need to click very fast, I see. Interesting. Retail compatible CSC money. Okay. Do not refund if units were already produced from this entry. Production, get production quantity. Deposits. Do Do not refund if units were already produced. Production remain. Does this mean when canceling the red guard after one guy exited, no refund was made, but only one guy was given? Perhaps it should refund the fair value instead. Okay, half of 2 red guards. When canceling the red guard after one guy exited, no refund is made, but only one guy is given. The remaining fair value instead. Or it should, or it should not be possible to refund as soon as partial production has finished. To cancel. Yeah, to me it looks like now what would happen is it would still remove it from the production queue, but you wouldn't get the partial refund. So you cancel, you get 1 red guard, but you get also no money back. So you were ripped off essentially because you changed your mind too late. That's not I think that fix is not right. Yeah. This would be not great. It's better refunds the remaining fair value, or yeah. By the way, regarding the gunship, I think Generals doesn't have a gunship. I just remembered Generals does not have it. Smile. Okay, what do we have here? Reset jet locomotor when attack locomotor timer expires. What is this? Reset locomotor when attack locomotor timer expires. This one. Right. So there's a bug. You say Aurora stays in supersonic mode after attack was aborted. Supersonic will only stop when the plane lands or drops a bomb. Yeah. Is this a nerf then? Stays in super after attack was aborted. Stays in supersonic mode after attack was aborted. Will only stop when the plane lands or drops a bomb. Attack was aborted. Yeah. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, it is a nerf technically, right? Let me test that real quick. Okay, solo skirmish. Let's take the mighty super weapon general. Let's take a different map. Penis Halls. That's a bit small, isn't it? Let's take something bigger. Let's take whiteouts. That's pretty big. So we want to get the Alpha Aurora, yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, fantastic. There he is. So let's change the render FPS to 90, logic to 30. Yeah. Okay. And then, so right now it flies a normal speed, as you can see. All normal. Now we force fire here. Now it's in supersonic. And it still is in supersonic afterwards. So it flies faster in supersonic, right? Let me get another Aurora. Yeah. And then let's compare how fast they fly now. Is it faster or not? It seems like it's faster. Let's see. Let's turn around. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. It's so much faster. Oh, holy shit. I didn't. Wow. I didn't realize. So if you. Wow. Okay. So that's a certain. That's a huge. That's a huge deal. Holy shit. Look at that. He's so much faster. Dang. I actually wonder if pro players abuse this mechanic. Like you can make your Aurora. Well, it will also, after dropping a bomb, it will, after dropping a bomb, it will fly in normal speed, right? Why is it so fast? That's insane. That's insane. So fast. It also turns really fast. Okay, so I would say that this thing means that this is a nerf. You say nerf. Attack loco expire frame 0. Normal. Attacker's miss expire frame. Attack loco expire frame. Expire frame. Huh? Normal. Is there precedence to just setting normal? Chat update. Yeah, okay. Okay. Reset locomotor when attack locomotor timer expires. Please clarify that this is relevant for Aurora and supersonic locomotor. So that it is easier to understand what this fix addressed. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. Bug fix AI. Yeah, AI. Okay. Fix makes sense. I marked this as nerf because technically it makes the Aurora weaker. Because technically it makes the Aurora weaker for when someone used this exploit. Use this as exploit to move around, to move the Auroras faster. Technically, it makes you weaker. Uses this as exploit. Yeah, it certainly is a bug. I don't think it's controversial. I suspect I suspect that majority of people would consider this a non-controversial issue. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But a refunds the remaining fair value. Could be abused. You get one red guard, then for 150. Yeah, but that's fair, right? No up canceling. Um. Mm, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thoughts? Um, I think it is fine. I think it's fine. It's a bit of skill to the game. It's a new skill. It's a new skill to the game. Maybe this is fine. It's a new skill to the game. China can need any help it can get. That does not affect infantry general, which is good too. To me, this sounds actually pretty cool. So you can build the two red guards, but if you just cancel it in the right moment, the second guy will not leave the production, and you will get half of the value back. So like if you time this right and you micromanage, you can get like one guy and have a better investment if you just need this one guy for like an oil capture, for example. Maybe this is fine. It's a new skill to the game. For example, if the China guy just needs one red guard to capture an oil derrick nearby. China can need any help it can get. It does not affect China. Does not affect the stronger China infantry general, which is good too. To me, it's perfectly fine to do that. Okay, I will stop canceling. I will put a request changes. Needs fixing. Mm-hmm. 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 Mhm. Okay. What? My Buddha. What? I know the way. So typical Discord chats. Discord is just Discord chats. They always end up with this, like gifs and smileys, emojis, and just spams and unserious. I'm glad that we have a separation. So the serious conversations are GitHub, and the shit chats are just in Discord. Just a bunch of garbage, and yeah. Uh, that's funny. Mhm. 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 Okay, I think that's fine. Yeah. Mhm. 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 Okay, cool. Mhm. Player display name. Player as attention controller. Okay. Oh, okay, that's fair. Mhm. Okay. Mhm. Didn't we just merge that? What is this? Hey, I'm confused. Huh? We already merged this here, or not? Huh? It has the same title. Refactor, reorder, random value function definitions. It's the same. Huh? Oh, it moves other functions. Why didn't you make it one change? Hmm. 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 Okay. Um. Hmm. Okay, it's confusing why this is now a new change. You could have just put that together with this first one. So it's like version 2 of it. Hmm. So pass to. Mhm. How can I see? How do we see these symbols like you showed last time? Hmm. 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 Random value. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Random value. Mm-hmm. So what did he move? Game audio random value. Game. Huh. Ah, he removed a bunch of things here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. No, he's... Huh? What? Game logic random seeds. Random seed CSC. Okay. Okay, let's just assume that this is all good. This change could have been made together with the first one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, what do we have here? Do we care for this? Probably not. Currently broadcast use 255, 255, 255, 255. I don't know why I just read that. Blah, blah. Send broadcast to subnet broadcasts. Ensuring incoming broadcast packets. Blah. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Switching LAN API discovery from broadcast to multicast. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Reducing unnecessary network noise and potentially allowing discovery across subnet boundaries. It is worth investigating whether switching LAN API to multicast would be a practical improvement. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't care. Mhm. Mhm. Okay, let's take a look at this one again. Maybe also treat the tools that have that HMV suffixes. Maybe name them like so, so they are grouped together and are not mixed with the other build settings. Perhaps it's better to implement this as a suffix than suffix Arctic. Get your channels that are Arctic. Yeah, but yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes, but it will give less freedom. But it will give less freedom to customize it. Mm-hmm. Can you give? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Append RTS build output suffix to installable targets. Output suffix build output suffix. Yeah, and then someone adds an output prefix. uh, the also the risk. Also, the risk now is yeah. Someone could add an output prefix, output that, or output this. Yeah. How would that sort? RTS output. Yeah. Output suffix. Mm-hmm. 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 Looks a bit unholy, doesn't it? Yeah. Mm. Mm-hmm. 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 So just we also make a change to streamline the exe names and just have one variant for all platforms. Okay. What's the time? 53. Ah. I'm doing way too much reviews right now. Is there maybe some bug that we can fix? Oh, we need to revert the... what was it? Use old UV? No. Old UV? No. Yeah, do old UV. Info. Cannot disable the old UV adjustment for cliffs. Because would be the old UV code produces bad UV tiles on steam terrain and is also not helping performance, but cannot disable the old UV. Cannot. UV adjustment for cliffs. But cannot disable cannot disable it yet because it is crucial for diagonal steep slopes. For smooth diagonal steep slopes. It is required to render smooth diagonal deep slopes. Mm-hmm. Okay, that will be it. Go to main. Fix terrain, UV. Bug fix. Height map. Fix zigzag. Fix zigzag lines. Fix zagged shapes on diagonal steep slopes. Steep sloped terrain. Diagonalized. Diagonal steep terrain. Okay. This change fixes the zagged a word. Zagged meaning zagged. I'm just making this up, this word. Zag. Sharp turns. One of a series of sharp turns. Okay, that makes actually sense. Zag. Zagged shapes on diagonal steep terrain. So that refers to assigning, this one. Fixes that. Minor rendering. Gen ZH. Rendering ZH. Say on steep diagonal terrain. Okay. Say cannot remove it, cannot just remove it because it's required to render smooth steep diagonal slopes. This project. We also make a change to streamline the executable names and just have one variant for all platforms. We'll do this in a follow-up change. I don't know why it was split in the first place. Yeah. I think because OmniBlade is a fan of lowercase file names, and so OmniBlade is a fan of lowercase file names, and it was a compromise to preserve the camera, the Pascal case for some executables. Okay, what do we have here? Maybe write this as it's easier to understand. No new mismatching. Don't hit many more. And initialize variable landmines again. Cabal's pathfinding PR cleaned up quite a few mismatching replays. Nasty. Yeah. Anything to worry here? It's generals. False. True. Mark sounds dirty. True. Okay, but that's intended here. Yeah. False. True. Mark sounds dirty. Yeah. True. Yeah. Dead code. Okay, I think that doesn't matter. Okay. First commit has capital. First commit title has capital. Pathfinder. Actually, I suggest to write like so. Well, let's see. Relevant. This is relevant for the supersonic locomotor of the Aurora. Sonic mode of the Aurora. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Yes. Yes. So that the next touchings in these functions are readable. Some awful language here. So that the next touchings in this code is readable. What is this language? Let me rephrase that. So that the next, let's say, touch-ups in this code, next touch-ups in this code are readable. There we go. That's a bit better. So we go. It's, I can't write English. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we keep getting more and more reviews. Yeah. 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 Good. I think I will end it here. Yeah, I'm not feeling very motivated to do hours on hours and hours. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, all this reviewing is really depressing. Yeah. Good. Maybe we do one more review. Maybe this one here. Override final keyword, compatibility macros, and rename conflicting identifiers. Define override and define final. Rename local variables and parameters named override or final. Okay. Context is a prerequisite for splitting into smaller independent reviewable PRs. This must merge before these other ones. Yeah. Okay, great. Then this is a refactor. Port overrides. Yeah. Final enum. Yeah. Okay. Override final. Okay. Other tests. Override data. Yep. Port override. Okay. Test. Looks good to me. Yeah. Does it compile? Yeah. Then I would say we do an approval. Looking good. Refactor override final keyword compatibility macros and rename conflicting identifiers. 4 commits. Override final keyword. Rename override and final identifiers. Yeah. Overrides. 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 macros for override and final keywords. Overrides and final keywords. Okay. Okay. Confirm squash and match. Keywords. Keyword in is always lowercase and okay, I think we can merge this one next, set of colors. Oh. Nice. Make a bug for it. Or directly follow up. Fix. Okay, when this is done building, I will merge it. And then I think I'm done here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, So this is merged with rebase. Let me look over the commits one more time. Pathfinder, remove unused, force refresh, calling. Okay. Okay, great. Then this one is done, yeah. Okay. Cool. Then I will end it here. I wish you a great day or night until next time. Goodbye.